To kick off 2026, some of the longest win streaks in the nation being put to the test today in Champaign.
Just her versatility and what she's done with this last year of eligibility that she has been really impressive to me.
Yardi Garzone for the team still in existence in the NCAA. Garzone, the inbounder, stopped at the rim, and then she gets it on the putback.
With both of these teams is the length of both of these teams are bothering one another at the rim.
Great look on the opposite side. Barry Wallace, good. Wild take. And Maryland will push the other way. Akanawa beating everyone down, finishing through the contact at that. Dolan trying to get downhill. Calls her own number on the mid-range. That touch, nothing. Another play where the inbounder Garzone gets it right back working.
All of her last 2 years at Indiana.
Gretchen Dolan, another look at the mid-range, and that still doesn't. Again, that's something Coach Shauna Green told us. We have to keep Maryland to one and done as often as possible. Barry Wallace muscling her way to the rim for two.
But you also have to make your free throws.
Guyton coughs it up, and Alucci Economist says, I'll gladly take that from you. Poffenbarger on the top of the paint trying to find any kind of breathing room against Nolan. How did that pass get through to Boyko? Quick swing from Guyton deep in the corner. Barry Wallace drains the three.
Dial it down, but when you have 2 fouls, you have to dial it down to some extent.
Barry Wallace draining the three. Dolan with a quick trigger on the baseline. Beautifully done. 10 to shoot for Maryland in the midst of an 8-1 Illini run. Ozzy Mamadou takes her time and finishes at the rim. Really orchestrating things here. From the high post, Maria Boyko lets it fly. Ozzy Mamadou the offensive rebound and the putback. That is where she shines. Another big size difference between those two in that matchup as Wallace nearly swallowed up inside, somehow gets a shot off and gets the roll.
It's not a forward, that she's a big guard. That's an example of that. We've seen her score now at all 3 levels.
Lucia Conwell, how quickly she takes off. If you blinked, you missed that lane. Offenbarger setting the pace for Maryland with the ball in her hands. Garzone launches a 3 and drains it. For the Maryland Terrapins, Akanawa has 10 as Boyko, the post player, picks it up. Finding in stride her teammate Poffenbarger for 2.
We're seeing that with both of these programs today.
10 seconds to shoot for the Illini. Shooting 28% in this game. Here is Jackson netting a 3. With the head fake. Trying to find a seam inside. Garzone can also post up. Here's Williams with the jump shot, and that is good. This season, 6.5 points per contest. Barry Wallace forgotten about right underneath the rim for Maryland. Parchment trying to get her footing, turns around, that's no good. The follow-up, though, is her effort has been outstanding this afternoon.
I love this freshman.
Flying for that pass. Alucci Akanawa, her elbows were above everything. Jackson is going to take off against Boyko and beats the big to the rim. January 1st game, it feels like turning that new page. Even though it's your 4th Big Ten game of the season or 3rd Big Ten game of the season, it still is an important opportunity here as Ciara Parchment continues to... Oh, look at that play. Another Brenda Free specialty with us, but I can think of at least 3 baseline out of bounds they have scored in this game.
And that's execution, that's coaching.
Our faces, both of them sprinting down. 10 seconds to shoot. Brown Hager able to find a seam at the free throw line and drops it through for 2.
And that's 12 points a game. But yet Maryland still has the lead.
Into the post, having the angle inside is Barry. She can score all over the floor. This is a team in Maryland, 2nd in the nation offensive rebound percentage. How about Gretchen Dolan carving up the defense? For her. On the bench right now for the Illini. Addie Mack trying to insert herself offensively, gets to the cup. And we've seen her throughout her Maryland career play every single position. She's been primarily the point guard this afternoon, dropping dimes to Yarden Garzone. Nearing the midway point of this third quarter. 2-point Maryland lead has been back and forth. Here in quarter number 3 is Dolan, a difficult turnaround jump shot. He's also been limited by foul trouble. Addie Mack, the starting point guard freshman, on the bench with 4 personals. Plowing her way to the rim, Poffenbarger with the nice finish. A lot of pressure out on the perimeter. Poffenbarger, the hesitation, leaves it for Garzone. A deep 3 is off target. Flying for that rebound is Walker, working the offensive glass. And Akanawa leading it. And Maddie Weber has been so crucial, breaking it down with a coast-to-coast layup.
Broke the press and then smoked the layup at the end. She made that adjustment this time.
Garzone with the spin move in the lane to show for the point guard position with Addie Mack. 4 personal fouls starting the fourth quarter on the bench. A piece of their game against Minnesota, which they won 199 in double overtime. Here's Poffenbarger off a beautiful pass. He's played a major role today with foul trouble. Wallace, though, trying to take it right to her and forces her to pick up the basketball. Dolan sprinting to the rim, a ridiculous move, and finishing through contact.
And then if you miss it, there's a great chance your teammate's going to get the offensive rebound.
That has worked to perfection for her. She's just getting over half court. Looking uncomfortable after that last play. Brown Hacker for 3, she's got it. In the nation at 14-0. Destiny Jackson whips it to Parchment. Yes! The freshman big can stroke it as well. Addie Mack tries to and does respond. To shoot for Jackson. Establishing this offense. She's going to get all the way in the blink of an eye. Poffenbarger with Parchment on her again, trying to get her twisted, and goes to the rim herself. Illinois now in the bonus, the best shooting team from the free throw line in the country here. Dolan slices through the defense.
That was like 4 continents. That's what that was. That was 4 continents.
Kendall Walker gets her way to the cup on the other side. Illinois by 1, looking for Poffenbarger. She is stuffed inside by the Illini's interior defense.
If Illinois is able to hang on and win this game, it's not because Maryland did anything wrong, it's because Illinois made every right play.
Their zone to bring it in. And now in the hands of the freshman point guard, Addie Mack. And an offensive foul gives it to the Illini.
Brenda's choosing not to use her timeout.
Not advancing the basketball. 5 seconds to go in the hands of Mack. Poffenbarger, the pump fake, has a look for 3. Doesn't get it, and the Illini continue to make history.